Cloud. Okay. I think it's recording. All right, perfect. So, sometimes it's so funny that we're jumping on here and talking about this because my computer right now, I said to Marissa, I said, I hope it's fine because it was making a loud, yes, very warm, it's making a loud noise. And I feel like sometimes, what do you usually do when your computer's making a loud noise and like it goes overheated?
Hit restart.
Yes, right?
Right away.
So sometimes we need that mentally too. And I feel like spring is the perfect time to do that because I don't know, it's like a new season and the sun's starting to come out and the butterflies and the flowers are blooming.
Great time to recharge and get out.
Right, it's a nice time to reset. So we're talking today all about resetting and how to do that and like where to start. So before we dive in, you just restarted, right?
I did, yes. Been doing nothing for 7 weeks and now have all these tabs open. It's very very overwhelming. I try to recharge every night, but it's been exciting.
Yeah. It's so funny. Marissa had this whole plan of, all right, I'm going to ease back into the schedule, and I have this whole lovely plan, and I looked at the schedule, and you're teaching 5 classes.
Wasn't the brightest way.
I was like, oh, wow, you're teaching 3. Well, what was it like?
It was a lot, but it was really fun to get back into things. And I think that like making a promise to myself to show up for the classes I said I would do coming back was a great promise to keep. So I'm happy I came back when I said I would come back and that I kept showing up.
I feel like I feel like it goes back to that accountability is so important too. Because if you didn't have that group that was waiting for you to show up, then it's so easy to be like, I'll just do 2.
Everyone messaging me like saying come back and stuff was just, it motivated me to get here.
Yeah, and I think that goes for anyone, even if you're not teaching the class, even if you're just taking class. When you have people who are waiting for you, which we are waiting for you, then it's nice to be able to find that encouragement to come back.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right, so here are some things. We have some tips on what to do when you need to reset. So tip number 1, which yes, we are a fitness studio, but I do think it's important, is just get moving. And it's not just us saying this. Studies show that when you move, you're able to clear your mind. Like there's really something about when you're exercising, you're focusing on your muscles and your breathing. You know what I mean? I feel like especially spin classes, you're kind of just in the dark and like all the stress and all the worries go away.
I feel like there's different kinds of movements too. Like sometimes I'm in the mood for a boot camp where it's all intervals and like I don't have to think for a straight minute and I get it done. Or I think everyone knows I love choreographed songs because you just really listen to the music. It like runs through your veins and you don't realize, hey, for 5 minutes I just did nonstop burpees like to the beat and I got it done. So you find what class you like. And then you just keep showing up to those. And trying new ones, too.
Yeah, exactly.
You really find your passion for what you enjoy showing up for.
Well, I think, too, to your point, trying new ones, sometimes you don't realize when you do try new ones, then your mind is so focused on, like, what am I doing a little bit, that it is a nice kind of way to de-stress because you're just so focused on the action at hand. Like, I think a lot of stress comes in because you're just in your mind. I mean, I know I do it sometimes.
Oh, definitely. Even when I'm teaching, I'm like, what should I make for dinner tonight?
You're right.
I'm like, oh, quarter turn. I can like my mind will wander.
Yeah, and you're just like thinking of all the things that you have to do. What's it called? Ruminate.
We're live, but I don't know that word.
Someone Google it.
Someone figure it out for us.
I keep saying this word because I forget who I was talking to. I'm like, it's rumination. You're ruminating.
Okay.
When you're taught, it's like when you're thinking about the same thing over and over again.
I call that anxiety.
Yeah.
But
it's a part of it. It causes anxiety. It causes stress because you're like going over, and I mean, it could be sometimes it's negative things like, you know, like, I don't know if you've done this before, but you'll have an interaction with someone and you're thinking in your head like, oh, how did that go? Like,
that is me. That is me. That will be me after this live too. Like, why did I say that? I also
you'd be like, I should know this word.
Ruminate. You'd have a dictionary when I'm live. I think a lot of people, like when I talk to clients, they get very in their head too. Like they're not even thinking about family or anything, but they're focused on like what their body looks like. Or when I'm in this mountain climber, is my shirt riding up or are my pants falling down? Like I think you just have to rock it out and just
Yeah.
own the minute you're crushing the mountain climbers or the choreo. And I always say, like, everyone's focused on themselves.
It's so true.
No, everyone wants
just said
you to
that today.
succeed, and like they're cheering you on, but they're looking at them in the mirror, and like you just have to go.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing.
I love that. I feel like it's so get moving. That's number one. And obviously taking class is really helpful. But even if you're having those moments of anxiety or stress, even just going for a walk outside or standing up and you can hop on a virtual class. Sometimes that's so helpful, especially like now we have these 30-minute classes that are in the middle of the day, which are kind of nice because even if you're working during the day or you're working from home or maybe you've got the kids at home or something and you just need like that 30 minutes to pop on, it's kind of nice.
It really is.
Yeah. All right, what's tip number 2?
Well, I feel like it brings us into
Come on in. We've got class going on, so people are
Resetting.
Yeah.
Diana's coming to reset. She's doing tip number 1, which is get moving.
And just squeeze it in.
She's
Yeah.
shimming along. Have a great class, Diana. All right, so second tip, what was it?
It would be getting connected.
Oh.
So, like, say you take the class and
Yeah.
you still have anxiety after for some reason, you can talk to us about
There you
it.
go. There you
And
go.
Be connected as you ruminate.
Ruminate.
Ruminate. You can
This
ruminate.
is the
on
word
your
of the
own.
day.
I like it. It should be on Wordle.
Wordle. Have you played that?
I played Hurdle because I crush it.
What's
would-
Hurdle?
Everyone needs to play. It's music.
Ooh, I would love
So you
Hurdle.
hear like 10 seconds and then you have to guess it. I love it.
Oh,
I've
all
never
right.
gotten one wrong.
We should have a Hurdle.
Challenge.
We should do a Hurdle class.
Well, where you just have to guess the song right away.
I guess yes. Hi, hey, how are you?
I think I would win.
Would you? Look it. All right. Vote. Who do you think would
Who
win?
Who knows their music better?
I'm competitive though, so I'll be researching.
But I win. Doesn't matter. No, just kidding. That sounds fun.
I know. All right. Well, stay tuned for that. So, yeah, second tip is get connected. And again, sometimes and everyone's different. I think some people are obviously more extroverts and they feed off people's energy. But even if you're someone who's an introvert, you don't realize how important that social connection is. I feel like we've all kind of learned that.
I mean, I've been isolated for 7 weeks, and I actually I didn't mind it until I came out and started talking to people, and I realized I wouldn't stop talking. Like, I was actually Mary Kate in a sense. I just got rah, 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 and
Because you're just talking to a newborn all day long.
yeah, it's like I would talk about anything.
Yeah. I remember, like, meeting the doctor for the first, like, bringing the baby to the doctor.
Tell me about your life.
Yeah, and I'm like,
blah,
blah, blah.
It's like, you just need to talk to someone.
Yeah.
So even if you're not comfortable doing it, it's nice just to say hello to someone in a class.
For sure. And even if you're doing virtual, like, it's nice to be able to just see people and know that you're all doing it together versus by yourself. I think
Right.
that's really important.
Right. Even if your screen's black, like, we're still cheering your name on. So
Yeah.
someone is there rooting for you, and even if you're not talking to someone, you're definitely not alone.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. And then the final tip. Hey, how are you? Look, you want to come on live? Everyone who walks in's like, no. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get everyone to come on
I'm
soon.
gonna bring the computer into
Well,
the
we
class.
should play the hurdle game.
We'll
We can have
do
a
it.
game
We'll do it
show.
after.
We're gonna turn it into a game show. Hi, look it. The 12:15 crew is just crushing
Showing
it.
up.
Showing up today. Amazing. All right. What was the last tip?
Get rid of all the clutter.
Oh, I like this one.
I do too.
Yeah. So it's clear the clutter mentally and physically. And so physically, obviously, we mean the spaces. You know, things that you're in a lot. Like my car needs to be cleared of the clutter now, actually. So.
I'm the most organized person in the world.
So you're like,
my
I've done this.
My clutter is probably more in my head.
Okay, but that's
So
another
you have it in
piece too.
some way. Yes,
Yeah.
mentally, and exercising does help with
It
that.
clears the clutter. Yeah, I think just and trying a yoga class that we have, or like any class really, like even a spin class or something. But it's nice to be able to just focus on your breathing and take some time to just focus on that versus focusing on
Agreed.
all the clutter that's in your brain,
There's so much.
right?
And
probably
then
would.
also in person too. Like if you're working out virtually, like make yourself a little corner.
Oh, I like that.
You don't need much space, but like have your weights in a little home, and you know, like you're going to your little corner to.
We should have organizing with Marissa.
I just set up my desk last night, so I was like, I'm back to work, and I made my whole desk clean, and I'm so excited to work there. And have our Zoom calls and
Yeah.
put a pretty plant behind me.
All right, well, we have 2 new shows that are coming.
Yeah.
We're going to do the Hurdle Show, Game Show with Marissa, and then we're going to do Organizing with Marissa.
And my pretty plant will be right behind me.
There you go. Look, did you know you have a plant right behind you right now?
The orchid?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I
There
don't.
you go.
And there's one here.
We got plants all over the place. All right, so I think that those are just really simple tips, like going forward, book those classes, get moving, grab friends, be around people, and then take 5 minutes to kind of clear your brain, clear the clutter, and you're going to feel so much better. We're going to be doing these resets every week at 12 live. Mary Kate will be joining us for the next one, but I like having you here.
This is fun.
I know.
I will say, in closing for my part, it's easier to make a habit than it is to break one. So if you make a habit of booking your classes in advance and making a promise to yourself, you will hold yourself accountable. Because you wouldn't break a promise to showing up to a work meeting at 1 o'clock, so don't break your promise to showing up at class.
Oh, I love that so much.
So definitely make your habit.
It's
to
so
show up
true.
for
I
your-
feel like I've never heard that. It's easier to make a habit than break a habit.
So much
I love
easier.
that.
Don't worry about the
It's true.
habits you need to not do right now and like you're recluttering. Worry about that in week 2 on your next new set, but maybe try to add a habit in. Maybe it's like 1 more class, 1 more push-up, 1 more glass of water,
Mhm.
clean up a room before you go up to bed.
I love that.
Well,
Thank you.
lovely.
Thank you, Marissa.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, so nice. All right. Oh, before we go, I just wanted to say we have the March Madness Challenge. The winners are in, and I'm very excited to tell you about them.
Let's
So, should I go backwards or forwards?
For what?
Like, should I announce number 1 first, or like save it for the last?
Ooh. Announce 1 last.
So should I go?
Backwards. Who was in last place?
I feel bad saying the last.
It's okay.
place.
Last place. Woo!
And you're all winners because you all
Yes.
did amazing. All right, so kickboxing team and pop-ups.
Okay.
It's all right. Let's clap it up.
Well, wait. What team were you?
You'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what
Oh,
team.
I
it
think
was.
we have an idea.
Then the spin team.
Woo!
Woo!
Way to go, Spin.
Lift and sculpt.
Nice.
Yay! I like this clapping that's happening. The yoga and flex team. Yay! This is ridiculous. The intervals.
Woo!
Look at it. We can't not clap it up. All right. Oh, second place. Bar and Pilates. Woo! And the number 1 team, drum roll, combination.
Way to go.
That's my team. Obviously. See? You should. We're
I
gonna play.
wasn't
We're
here.
gonna play.
Hurdle.
The hurdle.
We're doing it right
We're gonna
after.
do the hurdle right after. Right. You can join us. Also, this Thursday, don't miss it. She's going to be live in the group, and there's on Zoom too. So if you want to ask her questions, Megan Summerall, she's a time management expert, and she's completely changed my life. So I keep raving about her, and I'm so excited that we got her to come to Remix. So don't miss that. We will record it if you're not here. And if you have questions too, just submit them before, and we can be sure to have her answer them. All right, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. See you guys around.
Bye.
Woohoo.